Whoa. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You knew Jared Banks before he came to town.
Oh, knew is pushing it. We met.
But I thought you said you sent him to prison.
I did, or tested.
Did he know about you and Tess?
I don't see how he could.
But you remember.
Now I do, when I got integrated.
Okay. So Tess put Jared in prison, and now he's blackmailing you.
That about covers it. But how do I break it to Nash that I knew his partner before he bought half of our vineyard?
You want to tell me why my wife's picture is your phone screensaver? And when did you take this shot anyway?
I didn't. She did.
How do you plead, Miss Rappaport?
Mom?
Mr. Cody, if your client is unprepared to speak for herself, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf.
No! That's not my plea.
Lindsay, don't.
I'm guilty.
Your Honor, my client has clearly misspoken.
No, I haven't.
Mom, what are you doing?
I'm guilty. I killed Spencer Truman. You want me to marry you?
You said it yourself. I need to do whatever it takes to get my son back. Even if that means marrying you.
This picture, this was taken a long time ago. This was taken when Jessica...
She called herself Tess.
You knew Tess.
Who didn't? Your wife got around.
Wait a minute, and you followed her here? You sick son of a bitch. What this has all been about? The poker game, the buying the vineyard, the job at BE so you can get next to my wife?
You're half right.
Jessica's not Tess.
No.
No.
Let me tell you something, Nash. That night at Roxy's, I knew I could beat you. Why? Because when you told me you were married to Jessica, I knew you were a chump.
The woman you knew
made a fool out of me like she's making a fool out of you. She sent me to prison, Nash. You know what it's like to sit in a cell because some self-centered woman had nothing better to do? She set me up for kicks. Yeah, and okay, I fell for it, but she moved in like a bitch in heat. Oh yeah, you want to hit me? Yeah, go ahead, huh? I've been through worse. Thanks to her.
Please. You're talking about my wife.
Your wife set me up, called the cops, and then she took a picture on my phone so I could see her laughing at me. That's why I'm here, to wipe that smile off her face.
If you go near my Jessica...
You're gonna what, kill me? Get sent to prison yourself? Trust me, Nash. She's not worth it.
Lindsay, let's take a moment and think about this, okay? Sit down.
Mom, I don't understand. Why are you doing this? What are you doing?
What the hell is going on here? Lindsay's supposed to be innocent, and I got a stack of t-shirts that says that she is.
You're worried about your bottom line?
Well, listen, I'm always concerned about my weight, but I'm really worried about Lindsay. Why'd she have to kill Dr. Devil? What did he ever do to her?
Something's wrong,
Marcy,
Mike.
don't.
No, Mike, look. She was supposed to plead not guilty. Why would she change her plea?
This your idea, Nora? Huh? You convinced her to take a plea?
Sit down, sir.
Did you?
Sit down.
Lindsay, listen to me. The only chance you have is to enter a plea of not guilty. I know this is frightening, but we have a case, and it's no time to give up now.
If I might interject.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just need a moment with my client.
The horse has already left the barn, Counselor. Let's clear this up right here and now. Ms. Rappaport, are you aware of the consequences of entering a guilty plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I must insist to have a moment with my client.
Don't do this.
I'm sorry, honey. I couldn't let Marcy loose. Tommy, he's everything to her, like you are to me.
Ms. Rappaport.
I killed Spencer Truman, Your Honor, and I would do it again.
Your Honor.
Rappaport, I must caution you. Anything you say here can be used against you.
It doesn't matter about me. It's about Tommy and Michael and Marcy. That's why I picked up the scissors. That's why I stabbed Spencer.
Your Honor, my client is obviously confused. If she did in fact stab Spencer Truman, it was in defense of Blair Kramer, who was about to be raped, possibly murdered, in which case Dr. Truman's death, while unfortunate, was justified.
Your Honor,
and my
this is an
client is not
arraignment,
guilty.
not a summation.
And I'll entertain a plea, Mr. Cody, not an argument.
But I wasn't defending Blair. I killed Spencer to keep him from talking.
I know what this is. This is a Taya Delgado.
I beg your pardon?
When you were trying to get custody of Star, you paid that Taya Delgado $5 million to make you look less like a self-centered punk and more like a parent.
Well, it worked like a charm, though, didn't it? I won.
And that is why I will never marry you. That gloating face.
Now, hey.
What?
That was the old Todd. He had a different face. The new Todd, the new improved Todd, doesn't gloat. Wouldn't think of gloating. The new Todd is all about humility and gratitude.
Oh, humility. From you?
All right, gratitude. So listen, this is hey, look. No, really, this is a slam dunk. Because A, we've been married before, we know how to do it. B, we've got a built-in family. So the judge sees us, he's gonna love us.
Love us, love us? I mean, that's really an interesting choice of words there, Todd.
Well, I don't care how he really feels as long as he gives me my son back. And with you on my side, it's a
I have not agreed to do this. Thank you.
But you said you'd help me, didn't you? And this is what I need.
Yeah, well, what's in it for me?
Well, the satisfaction of knowing that you did a good deed and the satisfaction of knowing that you made me happy.
See, now I was thinking more along the lines of dollars and cents.
You want me to pay you?
You paid Taya $5 million for Star. I think little Tommy's probably worth at least that much, don't you think? I mean, also you
I'm not gonna pay you.
inflation.
I'm not gonna pay you
I
to
think
marry
it'd be
me.
a really good
What do you think
thing.
I am?
I think you're desperate.
One Life to Live on ABC, brought to you by Weight Watchers. Being after, staying after.
Stop
Break
it!
it
Stop
up!
it!
Break it up!
Hit him, Nash!
Get out of here, both of you!
I think that I won't.
It's all right, Mac. I can handle these two.
Not tonight, Natty. You guys get out of here before I call the cops.
You heard the man.
Come on.
Nash. No, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Fight out, Jessica. This is between him and I.
Yeah, you want some more? Come on!
Okay, do you think that Jessica's kidding? This is a cop bar. Okay, he's got LPD on speed dial.
What's going on?
What's going on? This guy has a picture of you on his phone. He says that the test put him in prison.
You want to tell him, baby, or should I?
Baby,
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay. Everything. The poker game. The vineyard. The job at BE. It's all about you. This guy's obsessed with you.
Why don't we just call it a night?
Oh, miss the heartbreaking confession scene?
Shut up. Listen, we'll just talk about this at home, okay?
Word of warning. Your wife's got a major tell. If she gets naked, she's lying.
How dare you? It's okay, Natalie.
Is it true?
I tried to tell you.
Tried to tell me when. He, knew Tess.
Yeah.
So you want me to marry you, turn my life upside down, turn the lives of our children upside down, all for nothing when the going rate for something like this is $5 million? Going.
Oh, come on. Why don't you look at it like it's a favor?
A favor? A favor is an MP3 player and a goodie bag, Todd. This is a marriage, this is a hardship, and we're terrible at it. You know that. I know it and the kids know it, and there's no reason to go down that road again. It's not fair.
But this isn't a real
anybody.
marriage.
It doesn't matter. We're terrible at it. Look, we're not even fake married now and we're fighting. Don't you think about our kids? Star might be able to wrap her head around it, but Jack, he wouldn't. He's gonna think we're getting back together for real.
I'll talk to Jack.
No, you won't talk to Jack.
Well, you know what? If you don't marry me, I may never get to talk to him again.
Oh, come
Now listen, that judge rules I'm an unfit father. I might lose him, I might lose Star. Is that what you want?
It's not gonna happen, Todd, because I'm never gonna keep you from your kids, okay?
Well, that's not up to you. Listen, just marry me. Please, please, please.
Oh, don't do this.
Yes, please. Blair, look, just marry me. It'll solve all our problems.
I stabbed Spencer Truman.
Mom,
Lizzie,
stop.
shut up!
Lindsay, let me do my job.
Order. Another outburst and I'll clear this courtroom. Now everybody just sit down. Ms. Rappaport, I'll ask you again. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the people request a recess so that we can determine how to proceed.
I don't want a recess. I want to tell the truth. I need to tell the truth now. All of it, please, Your Honor.
You do realize that everything you say here would become part of the legal record?
Yes, I understand.
All right. But in the interest of justice and brevity, I'll ask the questions. You said that you killed Dr. Truman to keep him from talking. About what?
He knew something. Something that could hurt a lot of people.
Could you be more specific?
If Todd finds out that Tommy is his son, we will lose him.
How's he gonna find out? As long as we keep quiet.
Spencer knows. You think he's gonna keep quiet?
Spencer knew that Tommy, the little boy that Michael and Marcy McBain adopted, he knew that Todd Manning was his biological father.
Order. That's a matter for family court. This court is only concerned about matters that pertain to Dr. Truman's death.
But that's why I killed him. Because he had information that was going to destroy Michael and Marcy.
And how did you happen to find out that Dr. Truman knew this secret, Ms. Rappaport?
Spencer knows about Tommy.
But as long as he doesn't say anything, no one will ever know.
It'll break her heart, Rex. If Marcy loses Tommy, it will break her heart.
I heard some people. They were talking about how Spencer knew about Tommy, so I decided that I would go to Spencer and beg him not to say anything. But he laughed in my face. And he said that he was going to tell. And that he was going to wait for the worst possible moment so that he could cause the most pain. Don't you see? I had no choice. I had to kill him.
Todd, before you panic yourself into marrying me, why don't you just wait and see what the judge has to say?
Well, no. It has to be before the next court appearance because it has to look, as you say, it has to look real. And the judge has to think that you coming to my corner has rekindled the kindling.
And you just burst into flames?
It could happen. Not to us, but to people.
Okay, Todd, say, I agree to this completely ridiculous idea. We get married, but you lose custody. Then what happens?
Get an annulment.
Okay, and what if it works?
Then I was right as usual.
And then what?
I guess we have to continue to pretend.
For how long?
Well, let's see, my boy's 2 now, so 16 years. And if the McBains want custody when he's 18, they could pay for college.
You want me to pretend to be married to you for 16 years? Are you out of your mind?
So the little lady comes clean.
Hey!
You disrespect my wife one more time.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. All right, whatever happened doesn't give him a right to talk to you like that. You understand that?
Whatever you say, partner.
Oh, God. Why didn't you tell me about this before?
I didn't expect to come home from London and find out that Jared Banks was your business partner. I mean, I turn around and he's standing in our living room. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why he was here. I didn't know what he wanted.
You knew exactly what I wanted.
Shut up. When did you meet him?
Tess met him before she met you. She was in Atlantic City, and Jared was tending bar at the casino.
Whoa.
Hey, A&OFanz.
Wow, you talking to me?
Why you weren't talking to?
What can I get you?
Something dirty. I was drinking a lot those days. I wasn't myself.
We all know. So what happened then?
Some of that dirty enough for you?
Never.
You want another? Are you ready to cash this in?
Do I look like the type of girl who cashes it in?
I don't know. We just met.
Wow, I'm just a girl next door. No, sweet, honest, and true.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. So what's it gonna be?
Hit me again, bad boy.
Did he use the key?
Yeah.
Mike, she shouldn't have said anything.
Maybe she just couldn't live with herself anymore.
Ms. Rappaport, would you like to continue? We can adjourn and take this up at another time.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Miss Rappaport's physician.
No. That's not necessary. I'm fine. I would like to continue, please, Judge Schreiber.
All right. Now, you told us why you thought it was necessary to take Dr. Truman's life, that you were trying to prevent the loss of custody that you assumed would result from the disclosure of the child's parentage.
No, that's not it. I mean, I don't want Marcy and Michael to lose Tommy, but this is not about custody. It's... Do you have children?
Ms. Rappaport, if you could stay on point.
But that is the point. Our children are so precious to us. I had a daughter who was taken from me. She was murdered by a bitter man who was trying to hide his secrets.
Ms. Rappaport, the point.
Yes, the point. He was such a wonderful little boy. They're such wonderful parents. He's so good and confident and happy. And he had such a rough start. And I'm afraid if he's taken away from them that he's never gonna recover. So you see, like I said before, I went to Spencer and I asked him to keep the secret. Spencer was still in the hospital.
Ms. Rappaport is here to see you.
By all means. Show, right?
Ma'am.
You know, I don't think Miss Rappaport means me any harm. Do you, Lindsay? So, now that we're alone, to what do I owe the pleasure? A little art therapy, perhaps? Finger painting? What do you got in mind, Lindsay?
He was crazy like a fox. I have a question for you.
Fire away.
What are you going to do about Tommy McBain?
So you know about little Tommy, do you? Well, you better not let it get out. I don't think Marcy would ever get over it. Losing the son. And little Tommy, all that boundless enthusiasm. You know Todd would make short work of him, don't you?
I told him everything. How Marcy couldn't have any more children of her own and how much they loved him. I begged him not to tell.
Please, Spencer, nobody has to know. Todd already has 2 kids.
Let Michael and Marcy keep Tommy.
It hurts. Losing a child, doesn't it?
More than anything. But you could keep that from happening. All you have to do is forget what you know. Do something good for someone else.
I want to help you, Lindsay. I really do. But the thing is, Todd Manning and John McBain have everybody talking about putting me in the nut house. So if I don't get to have a happy ending, they don't either.
We are talking about an innocent little boy.
Todd's son? Innocent? Listen, I'm no geneticist, but I do know this much. Mix 1 part Todd Manning, 1 part Margaret Cochran, and what do you have? One nasty little creature.
Not if Tommy and Marcy raise him.
The old nature versus nurture argument, Lindsay. Todd's genes trumped by Marcy's home cooking? Can't wait to see what happens to the little brat when we throw him into Todd's orbit.
Spencer had a plan. He was going to wait a few years until Tommy was able to speak.
Full sentences like, Mommy. Don't let him take me, Mommy. Daddy. Daddy. I want to stay with you, Daddy. Please, Daddy. Don't let him take me. Don't let him take me, Daddy. Mommy, Mommy, no. No, Mommy.
He wanted to hurt everyone. Michael, Marcy, Tommy, and Todd. I couldn't let that happen. It was up to me. I had to shut that bastard up before he destroyed everyone that I loved.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Well, no matter what Tess did when she was in control, it's water under the bridge. Jessica's not that person anymore.
I don't care what she calls herself. The truth is out. I was there.
You were there with someone who doesn't exist anymore. So what happened next? Just tell me.
I got the maid to let me into a room, and I waited. And sure enough, an hour later.
Is this yours?
Aren't you the Boy Scout?
You owe me for 3 drinks.
Is that why you're here?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, that depends. Do you want money? Or company?
So had sex with him to cover a bar tab?
No, Tess had sex with him because that's what she did.
I'm not gonna touch you. That's what you're worried about.
So nobody touches me for 16 years? Do you have any idea what you're even asking?
It wasn't that bad.
The only part that wasn't that bad is something that now you say is off limits. This is a charade, Todd. We have to move in together, go out on dates, smile.
All right, so you won't do it.
I didn't say that.
So you will do it.
I didn't say that either.
What are you saying?
Saying I had my terms.
If he had just kept quiet. Oh, Marcy, don't cry. You have to be strong. For Tommy. You have to fight for him. Promise me you won't lose Tommy. I lost Jen. You can't lose Tommy. It wouldn't be fair. And Will. Stay strong. I didn't mean to hurt you, son. I love you.
Someone should stop this. She's losing it.
Rex, I never would have let you take the fall. Or you, Michael. Or Marty. Or anyone. That's why I kept the dress. So that if you arrested anyone else, I would have been able to prove that it was me. I'm guilty. I did it. I killed Spencer Truman. I went into the hospital room. The curtains around her bed were drawn. I saw the scissors on the floor. And I picked them up, and I don't know why. And then I heard something coming from behind the curtain. So I opened them. Blair was wearing a wedding dress.
Truly be husband and wife.
No. Was going to rape her. And I knew what I had to do. I lifted up the scissors and I stabbed him. And then I did it again. And again. And again. And again. I killed Spencer Truman. His blood is on my hands.
You have terms.
Several.
Can I hear them?
Well, if this is going to work, Todd, it's got to look real.
Thank you very much. It's duly noted.
First, you have to treat me with respect.
I always treat you with respect.
Stop talking. I'm talking. You have to act like a real husband.
You want me to shovel the driveway?
We have people for that. You have to be kind and affectionate.
Okay, kiss on the cheek once in a while. Got it.
Carry my luggage, my bags, open doors for me.
I thought we had people for that.
Look into my eyes when people are looking. Hold my hand. Laugh at all my jokes.
You're not funny.
Fake it. Come on, Todd. Do you want this to work? It's got to look real. You don't think Marcy and Michael are going to be following us around, taking notes, looking at us? We have to look like the happiest couple on the earth. We got to look like newlyweds.
All right, it'll look like love. Is that a yes?
Yes. I'll marry you.
Fantastic. I'll call my lawyer.
Wait. I'll marry you. On one condition.
Before you go and forgive her, maybe you should hear the rest of the story.
Hey!
Oh, that's right. Everyone protect the princess. What about me, huh? Oh, don't get me wrong, we had a fun time that night. We had a really fun time, but I paid for it.
Tess. Hang on. You Jared Banks?
Yeah, what's the problem?
You're under arrest. For what? For burglary. What? I didn't steal anything.
These yours?
No, this isn't my room. It's Tess. Her name's Tess.
This is a hotel comp room, which you know because you work here.
No, I met this girl at the bar. Her name's Tess. I'm telling you. She's the one. Tess!
And how about the cherry on my sundae? Tell them about your little culling card.
So you took the photo.
Then what'd you do, Jessica? The fun part. They put me in lockup for 2 years.
2 years? I had no idea.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Well, it was a test prank. I thought you'd be in jail for a couple of days and you.
Oh yeah, it was a hell of a lot more than a couple of days.
I didn't know. That's a terrible thing. You have every right to be angry with me.
Why? What did I do to you?
Nothing.
Tell them what you did.
I took watches and jewelry and money from guests in the hotel and I put it in the room.
Uh-huh. And then what'd you do? Tell them.
I went down to the bar to get a drink and there was a phone, a house phone.
Security? I just thought I'd give you a heads up. If you get any calls from guests missing wallets or watches in the last hour or so, I just thought that you should call the guy in room 1345.
That phone call ruined my life. I lost my job, my car, everything. I spent 2 years in prison. 2 years because of you.
Okay. Tess did what she did, and there is no excuse for that. But what you're doing, coming in the back door like this, the vineyard, why couldn't you just have come to us and talked to us and try to work this thing out?
Negotiate? With the woman that hijacked my life and hung me out to dry?
Point taken.
Why did you go after me?
Because I needed a job. Okay? Before all this, I was working, getting my MBA. I'm legit. Or I was. Now I've got a record. Who's gonna hire me, huh?
Hey, what do you want, Jared? Revenge?
I'd say payback's a better word.
What does that mean?
It means you're gonna make it up to me.
Free. I'm finally free.
Lindsay, are you all right?
Somebody get some water.
Lindsay, it's Marcy. Can you hear me?
Okay. Something's wrong.
Lindsay.
I already met your terms.
You met my terms, but you didn't meet my condition. I want the Teo Delgado.
No.
Now, I'm not giving you 16 years of my life or a little kiss on the cheek, Todd. I want $5 million, or you can roll the dice.
You're out of your mind.
Is that a yes?
What kind of payback are we talking about?
I'll explain. And if Jessica or Tess or whatever she wants to call herself doesn't like it, I'll be happy to have the Atlantic City PD explain it to her.
Your Honor, given my client's condition, I'm asking that she be remanded to St. Anne's for a full psychiatric workup before sentencing.
Ms. Hannon, any objections?
Now who's smug?
Is that respectful?
Fine, $5 million.
In my bank account, before we say I do.
Good, you're a real treasure.
You're absolutely right, Schnookums.
Miss Hannon, does the Commonwealth have any objection to Ms. Rappaport receiving a psych evaluation at St. Anne's?
No, Your Honor, I do not object.
I'm ordering that the defendant, Lindsay Rappaport, be remanded to St. Anne's for observation. Any action by this court will be postponed until receipt of the psychiatric report, at which time a new date will be set for sentencing. We're adjourned.
All rise. The
Lindsay, it's
Honorable
Marcy.
Judge
Can you
Schreier.
hear me?
Court is adjourned.
Lindsay, everything's gonna be okay, okay? I promise.
Can I get with that, please? Go on. Come on.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Sure you want to go?
Are you saying you don't want me to?
Lindsay's breakdown is all Nora's fault.
Just realized who's responsible.
You set me up, I went to prison, and now you own me.